Concerns continue to be raised over the situation in Afghanistan 6 months since the Taliban took over. The international community has yet to recognize the Taliban-led administration. Human rights groups are reporting incidents of grave human rights violations taking place on the ground. The economic conditions has pushed some people towards starvation. Meanwhile, there are also reports of infighting in the Taliban administration. Former Taliban spokesman and now chief of the Taliban's political office, Suhail Shaheen, joins us from Doha, Qatar, to discuss the latest developments in Afghanistan. This is Daily Mirror World Focus. We've been hearing a lot of negatives coming out of Afghanistan over the past few months. Of course, right from the beginning, there was nothing really positive that came out, despite the fact that your administration promised change. Where are things now? What is happening with Afghanistan, actually?
Yes, there is difference between the ground realities in Afghanistan and the media reports. You are right, from media reports, there is no positive thing, but the ground realities are contrary to that. There is security, complete security all over the country. Before, every day, from 200 to 300 people were killed. Now is not the case. The Afghan people are doing their work, daily work, business, employment with security. Also, we have tried to alleviate the poverty which the Afghan people are facing. Humanitarian assistance has been distributed to the people in every province. Also, there were projects that which provided employment to the people. This is in a situation that we are facing unjustified sanctions from the international community. So there is difference. If you compare today with 6 months before, we see improvement in economic activity in the life of the people, and also the security is maintained and becoming better and better with the passage of every day.
How serious is the fact that the international community has not yet accepted your administration? Is that having a serious impact on the economic life of the people in Afghanistan?
Yes, that has had a negative impact, but that is not from our sides. This is from those who are advocating human rights, but at the same time, they are committing activities that impact the common people negatively. We have inherited the poverty from the past administration, and also they took all that we had in the Afghanistan banks and other banks with themselves. We faced an empty treasury, but with our own resource, natural resources, internal revenue, we were able to pay the salaries of the government employees who are 500,000 in all ministries. So we have taken steps which shows progress in all sectors of the country.
There have been some reports in international media of some of your fighters or your ground troops being disgruntled or unhappy with the developments that that they are not expecting, or that they are not being able to experience the sort of change that they wanted as well. I mean, is that true?
No, no, that is not the case. They are happy. Our main thing was liberation of the country that has happened, the security that has happened, and economic activities, of course, in view of our internal revenues, we are doing what we have for the people of Afghanistan, for the well-being of the people of Afghanistan, and also to create jobs for all people. And this we have done. You see, every day there is new programs which are aimed at improving the life of the people. So they are happy. That's not the case. You know, we have opponents which always report to media distortedly. They distort the facts and report it in the media. Compared to that, we are not so much in the media, but they always report what is preferable to them, not those things which reflect the ground realities in the country.
So all these reports of women in Afghanistan being harassed, no freedom, that education is being deprived, all those, according to you, are false.
For example, I will give you some example. The Ministry of Public Health employed 2,000 lady doctors and nurses in the past 3 months. That compared to the former Kabul administration, it is a great thing. They didn't do that in 3 months to employ 2,000 lady doctors. And also they have allowed them to have specialization in all fields, cardiology and other fields they have allowed. While in the former administration, Kabul administration, lady doctors were allowed only to have specialization in gynecology. Similarly, we have 60,000 female students and lecturers, professors, administration staff in public universities. And while in private universities, we have 63,000 female students, lecturers, professor, and administrative staff. So this makes 123,000. So they are female, and this is the ground realities. While if you see the media reports, they say there is human rights violation against women. We are committed to women access to education and work. So that we have, if you have seen reports that our Minister of Higher Education announced that male and female students can attend their classes in all university, whether they are private universities and public universities. So these are the realities.
Is Afghanistan open to human rights groups and international organizations to go on the ground and gather information on their own?
Yeah, sure. Why not? If they contact us and they see with their own eyes, that's I think better than seeing the media reports, and based on those reports they are passing their judgment. So that is better they come to Afghanistan and see with their own eyes the ground realities that are existing in Afghanistan.
US President Joe Biden has recently announced his intention of making use of some of the funds that have been frozen, public Afghan funds frozen by the United States, and use it for to compensate 9/11 victims and so on. What is your reaction to that?
That is, I think, unjustified decision. We are opposing that decision. The reserve of the Afghanistan Bank is the property of the people of Afghanistan. It is not for any kind of expenditure, for any kind of use, but it is a reserve. It is only kept for the stability of the currency, for trade, credit. So these are for that purpose. Even if you have the Afghanistan Bank, it is returned to Afghanistan Bank. The Afghanistan Bank doesn't use the reserve, but it keeps it as a reserve. So that they decide about the property of the people of Afghanistan, that is injustice, unjustified, unfair, and we opposing that. We want the entire money to return to Afghanistan.
What role do you see countries like India playing in this whole equation, Shaheen? I mean, India is the biggest player in this region. Is there something that India can do, or what sort of message would you be giving India at this time, since the Afghan people continue to suffer economically?
The Afghan people are suffering because of the 4 decades war, and we have inherited poverty from the past administration. I think all countries of the region, they should do what is required from them for the people of Afghanistan, that the poverty level in the country is reduced, the sanctions are removed, and the Afghan people start a normal life. And also we have cooperation with the regional countries, neighboring countries, and other world countries. That is better for all the countries. If there is security in Afghanistan, that contributes to security and stability in the region. But if there is no security in the country, that also negatively impact other countries. Similarly, the prosperity of the people, the job opportunities in the country, it is also contribute to security in Afghanistan. So that is, I think, good for all. The better situation, the security in Afghanistan, and I hope all should do their obligation in this regard.
Do you think the situation in Ukraine is sort of taking the spotlight away from Afghanistan now?
Yes, now all attention are focused on Ukraine. That is true. But also the Afghan people, they have suffered a lot and needs assistance, humanitarian assistance, reconstruction of the country, and that the people of Afghanistan return to normal life in every field. And for that, I think the sanctions which are hampering the Afghan people, harming them, that should be removed as soon as possible.
Right, Mr. Shaheen, we will leave it at that. Thank you for taking time to join us on this program here on Daily Mirror Online.
Thank you. Thank you.